Greetings colleagues. This week I got a call from an old friend. He said that he wanted to get a new specialty, and possibly get a new profession in IT. He asked me to help him with this issue. How to do this to a policeman in a warring country? Not an easy question, but general advice had to be given. More on them in this video. Education. Is it trite? No. In the context of this video, education is overrated. I am an unequivocal supporter of the fact that a person should constantly learn. The desire to get new knowledge should be a constant in a person's life. Many digital products allow us to get free knowledge. YouTube is generally an endless treasure trove for gaining new knowledge. There are many paid programs in which creators try to structure certain amounts of data and teach them in an accessible form. So, why is getting an education not the highlight? Because knowledge must be properly assimilated. A person must understand why he receives this or that knowledge, and how he will use it. There are many people on the labor market with knowledge that will never and nowhere be applied in their professional life. Often people fall for marketing tricks and take paid courses in professions that are not in great demand in the labor market. For example, beta test courses. In small businesses, this profession is not in demand at all. There is a high probability that this profession is subject to risks from specialized services or, gaining momentum, artificial intelligence. So, before getting knowledge, you need to understand what knowledge you need to get. So when you are wondering what courses you need to take to become an IT specialist, you need to understand what kind of IT specialist you want to become. First of all, you need to understand what you like. I don't like labeling, but in this case, it's worth defining your mindset. In a simple form, you need to determine whether you are a humanist or a technical person. This does not mean that if you are a humanist, you will not be able to program. And if you loved mathematics at school, you won't be able to write good articles. But it will give you a starting point for finding a new profession. If you decide to get a new profession, it means that you are either not comfortable in the old one, or you are not getting enough money. Ideally, work should be part of life. The work must be enjoyable. Yes, you may get tired of work, and you may not like your colleagues, clients, or boss, but the work process itself should capture you. If I were now learning a new profession, the first thing I would do would be to write out the top 3 school subjects or additional classes in which I had success at school and in which I showed the greatest interest. School programs are not perfect, especially in different countries they are different. But this is an essential piece of life, which for about 10 years has shaped us as a person. The next step would write down all the points that do not like in our previous profession. Yes, the very desire to move into the IT industry is already part of the work done. Perhaps it was done subconsciously. But, in any case, need to prescribe those moments that you categorically do not accept. With this data, it will be easier to identify conflicts with your future profession. The complex of knowledge. If you think about a new profession in such a way that after completing some courses you will immediately earn good money, you are not right. You are in a competitive market. After finishing courses, at the same moment thousands more students around the world or in your country are completing the same courses. And all these students, just like you, immediately begin to compete in the labor market. One course will not be enough for you. A good specialist is a person who not only has well-pumped hard skills, but also a wide range of soft skills. You need to be ready to be educated in areas adjacent to the one you choose. If you will be in sales, then you need to know the information about the product you are selling. If you will be programming, then you need to know what other technologies and the work of which people can be affected by your work. If you write articles, then you need to understand what SEO is. Any IT profession is a complex of knowledge about your talents, product, sales, marketing, support, and business processes. You really need to learn a lot. But do not be afraid, this can be done a little bit, the main thing is to constantly. It is necessary to be ready for 15 minutes a day to receive information in the field adjacent to your new profession. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. It will certainly cover a certain amount of knowledge necessary to get a new profession in the IT industry. What profession to get? At this point, you are already like a samurai who is ready to find his way. Now you are ready to start looking for a new profession. To do this, you need to find the most popular freelance exchange on the local market and the most popular on the global one. The most popular, known all over the world, is Upwork. Next, we look at the categories in which tasks are published. We choose about 5 categories that you just like. You should feel certain forces or internal energy or interest that indicate that you can be realized in these sections of the IT industry. And just start looking at the tasks that are in these sections. You don't have to understand the task, but you should like the idea of a task. If the task is interesting, just ask counter questions about the task. If the task is clear, then try to do it for yourself for free. If you like some products, services, and processes, then do a search for the relevant terms. Create a feed consisting of keywords for what you are interested in. For 30 minutes a day, flip through new tasks in your area of interest every day. Exclude from the search what is difficult, incomprehensible, and not interesting for you. You can always correct this search result. Write out the tasks that interest you in a separate document. After a week of such searches, after a couple of days of rest, open all the tasks that you have written out. The categories in which the majority of the tasks are located are your new profession. And at this point, you should already have a substantive approach to obtaining hard skills and education in the relevant topic. Experience. The first good money you will earn is when you can show that you have the experience and ability to complete the task. Of course, you can cheat by showing other people's work and results as the result of your own activities. But I would recommend going the other way. You need to start a YouTube channel, blog, or social media account that will talk about the experience you get. Which one to choose depends on which profession you choose. But showing the process of your work, the results of the work, and how you solve the difficulties that you encounter along the way, is a good indication that you are in the subject. Having a blog, you can always refer clients to certain cases past, and you will not have to waste time and prove that you are a worthy specialist again and again. Thanks to a blog or social networks, you capitalize on your knowledge and gain an audience that you can already use in your online business. But that's a different story. Subscribe to the channel to find out more. Peace.